Okay, hello. This is going to be a video about how to do the more difficult questions for the week of November 10th. Guys, put your name on the paper because sometimes we do forget. So let's start with Monday. It says, what shaded fraction is shown? Okay, so remember what I tell you. If we see more than one whole, cover the other one, say, wait a minute, and we want to figure out what is the unit fraction. If we look at this first shape, I want you to think how many pieces are in the whole. Okay, now count the pieces. 1, 2, 3. If there are 3 pieces in the whole, it doesn't matter if they're shaded, white, nothing. As long as there's 3 equal pieces, we know that each piece is going to be 1/3. Same thing for this whole. This whole has 1, 2, 3 equal pieces, so we're going to label them all 1/3. Okay, now if we're trying to find what is the shaded fraction, I want you to add together those thirds. So that's 1/3, that's 1/3. We're adding together the thirds that are shaded. That's 1/3, and that's 1/3. We're not adding these two because they're not shaded. We're only trying to figure out what shaded fraction is shown. Add together the numerator, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the denominator, the size of the piece doesn't change. Let's read that. 4/3. 5/3. This is not 5/3. 4/3. We already know that when people say threes, that's wrong. 4/3. That could be it. It's the word form. 3/4. Nope, this is not cut into fourths, it's cut into thirds, okay? So no, that's not gonna work. C was our best answer. Okay, now, the clock below shows when Miss Grace gets to school. When does she get to school? So we have some different options here. All I want you to do is I want you to figure out the time and see which answer matches best. You can do that by yourself. I know you can. Select all the values that match up with a multiple of 4 and or 8. All right, so I'm gonna do the first two with you, okay? So we're gonna start with the multiples of 4. Is 4 a multiple of 4? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? Yep, that is a multiple of 4. Is it a multiple of 8? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I know that we said 4 when we were listing, but 4 is not a multiple of 8. 8 is a multiple of 8, okay? So that's not going to be a multiple of 8. 4 is not a multiple of 8. 16. Well, if we know that 4 is our first multiple of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yes, 16 is a multiple of 4. Let's see if 16 is also a multiple of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, 16 is a multiple of 8. So I want you guys to continue doing those multiples to see if they match. You're going to do 12 and 32 by yourself. You got that. How many lines of symmetry does the shape have? Okay, so guys, remember that symmetry means that it's going to be the same on both sides if we fold it, all right? So if Miss Grace folds it right here, is it going to be symmetrical? Is it the same on both sides? Yes, if it's the same on both sides, that's one line of symmetry. But the question isn't asking us, does it have any, it asks how many lines of symmetry does the shape have, okay? So I wonder, is there another way that we could fold it so that it's symmetrical? Can we fold it that way and it be symmetrical? Yes. So yes, this actually has 2 lines of symmetry, so there is more than one line of symmetry. Here it says, what is the area of the rectangle below? Remember that area means the amount of space a rectangle covers. So when we're working with area, we're going to be working with square units, okay? So all I want you to do is just count all the square units in this. I'm going to give you a second. Remember to label your skip counting at the end. So if we count it all, we should see that there is 16 units, 16 excuse me, I'm tired, 16 square units, okay, in this area. I see that some of us are still struggling with find the unknown. Okay, I'm gonna run through this one, but I want you to do this one by yourself at home. Find the unknown. Remember our strategy. The get chart. Groups, each, total. Okay, so if we have something, remember we say groups of 7 is the same as 21. Some groups of 7 is the same as 21. Let's start with 21. Where is 21 going to go in our get chart? Should be our total, because remember, we multiplied these numbers to get this number. That's our total, okay? Remember, the total is the biggest number in the equation. Something groups of 7. So if we have groups of 7, that means that there's 7 in each group. But what we don't know is we don't know how many groups we have. So let's start working it out. We know that each group has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. We're not at 21 yet. Let's keep on making groups of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're not at 21 yet. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, we finally got to 21. So how many groups of 7 did it take to get to 21? It took 3. 3 is our unknown. Now I'm going to challenge you. What other equations could we do? We already know 3 groups of 7 is the same as 21. I want you to try to make another multiplication sentence and 2 division sentences to go with that fact family, okay? You got this. Add to the fact family. That's what I want you to do. You should know at this point how to find the area. Same idea as this question. Count the squares. What is the product of 7 and 8? Remember, product means to multiply, so I want you to do 7 groups of 8 equals something, okay? You got this. You know how to do that. Remember that quotient means to divide, so what is the quotient or the answer to a division problem? 15 divided by 3. Remember, quotient is the answer to a division problem, okay? So I know you can do that by yourself. Select all the words that could describe this shape. Okay, so let's start with the easiest one. Is it a quadrilateral? Because that's going to tell us if it is or if it isn't the other ones. Okay, so let's start with quadrilateral. To be a quadrilateral, you need 4 sides and 4 vertices. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, so good. It does have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, so good. It does have 4 vertices. It is a quadrilateral. So that, excuse me, so that means that this shape is eligible to, the next one I want to look at is trapezoid. It's eligible to be a trapezoid because it is a quadrilateral. Now, to be a trapezoid, you need at least 1 set of parallel sides. Let's check it out. Oh, well, here we already have 1 set of parallel sides. Remember, sides that can go on forever without touching. So the trapezoid does have at least 1 set of parallel sides. So let's choose that. So if it's a trapezoid, that means it is eligible to be a parallelogram. Let's see if it's a parallelogram. A parallelogram has to have 2 sets of parallel sides. Let's see. That's another set of parallel sides, the top and the bottom. So this does have 2 sets of parallel sides. That's a parallelogram. Now a parallelogram has 2 sets of parallel sides. It's a quadrilateral, 2 sets of parallel sides. And a rhombus is a parallelogram, but it has to have equal or congruent sides. So I want you to look at those side lengths. Are those side lengths equal? Yes. All these side lengths are equal to each other. So therefore, it is a rhombus. A rhombus is a parallelogram, but it has to have equal sides. Now, triangle, no, doesn't have 3 sides or 3 vertices. It is a quadrilateral, it is a trapezoid, it's a parallelogram, and it is a rhombus. I know you guys can do this one by yourself. I know you can do this one by yourself. Just turn this expanded form number into a regular standard form number and turn this expanded form number into word form. I know you got that. Find the unknown. Remember, guys, use your get chart. I know you can do that by yourself. Remember the get chart. Okay, these ones always trip us up, so let's go over it together. Which one of the expressions below are equivalent? Remember, equivalent means the same to 4 rows of 5. All right, so let's draw out 4 rows of 5. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Put 5 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's see. 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5. Guys, look at that. Look at that symbol. There should be what kind of symbol? There should be a multiplication symbol in between them. So that's not going to work. That's the distractor. Then we see 2 rows of 5 times 2 rows of 5. That's another distractor. It should not have that multiplication sign in the middle. We should be seeing a plus sign. Another distractor. Well, that's made it easy. Now we have 2 that we can look at, okay? So C says 4 rows of 5 plus 4 rows of 5. Well, we already have 4 rows of 5, right? So remember that this distributive property means to break the array in some way. If we already have 4 rows of 5, can we split it into another 4 rows of 5? I don't think that makes sense. We can't double it, so C isn't going to work as well. D says 2 rows of 5 plus 2 rows of 5. Well, it seems like they kept the 5 in each row, but they split up the rows into 2 rows of 5 plus 2 rows of 5. Let's see if that works. I'm going to split it right here because they split up the rows. Here at the top, I have 2 rows of 5. And here at the bottom, I have 2 rows of 5. D works. Okay. I know you guys can do this by yourself. Remember, check the ones place to help you. Now this says area and perimeter of this shape. Now, on Wednesday, we're going to learn about the difference between area and perimeter. If you are skipping ahead in this video and you have not learned perimeter yet, I don't want you to watch this because I want to teach you it. But if you're watching this video later in the week and I've already taught you perimeter, you can stay, okay? So area and perimeter. Area is the square units that cover the shape. So let's check out the area first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so we counted all the squares. That's how we find the areas, when we count all the squares. Or some of my other students who look at it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 rows of 5. Or you could do that, okay, because we want to figure out what covers when we're looking at area. Now with perimeter, that means it's the units that go around the shape, okay? So I want us to use our hash marks to find out what the perimeter is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 5 on this side again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's 5 on this side again. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's on this side again. So here we have 5, 5, 5, 5. So our perimeter, or the units around the shape, should be 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. I'm expecting you guys to know this. Remember, guys, label the unit fraction, add together the unit fractions, just like how we did on the Monday side, okay? 6 rows of 3 plus 6 rows of 4. Get those rows out, because remember, it's 6 is repeating, so we're going to keep the rows. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. I'm going to extend it a little bit. Row 5, row 6. Let's start with making 6 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then next to that, we're going to make 6 rows of 4. Guys, we don't need to label another 6 rows. We already have the 6 rows. Just break it and then put 4 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys, and I want you to solve this by yourself. Remember to label your skip counting, okay? Which of the expressions below are equivalent? Remember, equivalent means the same to 6 rows of 4. Okay. So we've already kind of gone over that over here. I want to challenge you to try this out yourself, okay? And try to look for the distractors first. Okay, I want to challenge you to try to do this one by yourself. What symbol accurately compares the two values? I don't think that we struggle with this, but remember that this is my less than sign, this is my equal or same as sign, and this is my greater than sign. I'll do the first column with you. 5,670 is blank then 5,760. Well, if we look at these two numbers, we know the thousands are going to be the same. So we're probably not going to find our answer looking at the thousands. So let's move on to the hundreds. This one has 600 and this one has 700. Would you rather have 6 minutes of timeout or 7 minutes of timeout? I always ask the kids that because the kids will be like 6 minutes. Because 6 is less than 7. So put that less than sign, guys. Okay. And I am trusting you to do the rest of this. In which situation would you need to find the area? Remember, area is when we cover the shape, okay? So we're going to be looking for which one are we going to be covering a shape. Mia is buying a rectangular carpet to cover her bedroom floor. Oh, wow. It's already putting in that word cover. Maybe. Milani is buying ribbon to go around a present. I want you to think. What goes around the shape? Area or perimeter? That means perimeter. So I'm going to put a P for perimeter. To go around a present, that's perimeter. Elijah is filling a cap bowl with water. What do you think about the shape of a cap bowl? Like that. Is that a rectilinear prism? Or sorry, is that a rectilinear figure? Is it surface area? I don't know. We might have to come back to that. Miss Grace is buying border to go around her bulletin board. Remember, perimeter means to go around, so this is perimeter. So now we're in between A and C. I want you to just think. Buying a carpet to cover a bedroom floor or filling a cap bowl with water, which one is going to make more sense? That means area. Probably A, because it's to cover her bedroom floor and carpet is normally a rectilinear figure. So the answer is A. Remember, product means to multiply. 9 rows of 8 or 9 groups of 8. You got that. All numbers below that are multiples of 9. Do your multiples of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep on listing your multiples of 9 until you get to the highest number in the list. Yes, you got to go up to 91, okay? Because if we don't go up to 91, we're not going to know which ones are going to be a multiple of 9, okay? So make sure that you keep on listing those multiples of 9, boys and girls, until you get to the highest number in the list, okay? And then you're going to select all the multiples of 9 that match, okay? Next one, solve 8 rows of 4 rows of 2. For me, I like to just group together what matches. I'm just going to do 4 rows of 2. I'm going to group those together, keep my 8. 8 rows of, I want you to think, what is 4 groups of 2? 4 groups of 2 is 8. So I want you to solve for that. 8 rows of 8. Or you could even do it like whatever works for you. If you want to group together 8, 4, 8, 16, 24, 32, and do 32 groups of 2, that's fine as well. Whatever you want to do, you're welcome to do it, whatever works for you. I think that for me, grouping it this way would probably be the easiest, but you do you, okay? So that's how you solve that. You know how to do 8 groups of 8. If you want to go this way, go ahead and challenge yourself and see what you come up with, that that's what you want to do. So that is going over some of our homework questions. Okay, guys. So I hope that you have a great week. Enjoy your Veterans Day on Tuesday. And I will see you Wednesday. Remember, this is due on Friday, okay? Thanks for watching, guys.